everyone! It's Friday. Hey there, Escolarians! What's up? Tam here, and this is CEU Friday Features.
Universidad Central.
CEU ka na, CEU ako.
We're on our 12th episode for this season, Escolarians. And of course, this wouldn't be possible without you guys. That's why thank you so much for watching and for always supporting. You guys are truly awesome. Tonight, we're going to learn a lot about an interesting allied health science course from our wonderful guest. I'm very much excited for what we've lined up for you tonight. But as always, before we proceed, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Aside from being an educator, our featured Escolarian is an active officer of the National Organization for Optometry. And not only that, she is also the acting program head for CEU Malolos Optometry Department, which is actually the first and only optometry school in Central Luzon. Escolarians, join me as we welcome Dr. Maria Concepcion Fabreo-Anda. Hello po, Doc. Say hi po to our Escolarians.
Hi.
Hi, hello po. Kamusta po kayo ngayon, Doc?
Good, I'm good.
How are you feeling today po? You look very wonderful now.
So excited to have this.
Yes, same here po, and thank you so much po for being with us here tonight. I know that we have a lot to cover for this episode, but let's have some fun first, alright? I'm kind of curious po, Doc, if our eye doctors have a good eyesight too. But of course, let's put that to a test by playing the game of zoom in, zoom out, okay? So how do we proceed with this game, Doc? I'll be showing you a series of zoomed in pictures and you have to guess what they are, alright? You will have 1 whole minute to guess as many items as possible. And you can pass up some items po, and if we still have some time, we'll go back to them so that you can answer them again. Okay, are you ready po, Doc? Yes. Okay, so let's zoom in, zoom out. Your 1 minute starts now.
It's cornea and iris.
No po, Doc. Other answers po.
It's the pupil.
Medyo malapit na po. We just have to be more specific po with what you can see po sa ating screen.
For me, it's iris and the whole cornea with the pupil, so it's the anterior part of the eye.
Oh, medyo po, Doc, no? Yung terms po, medyo simple lang po talaga sa layman's term lang po, especially with the color of the eye po.
Yeah, it's a brown color.
Yes po, it's
an iris. It's the color of the eye. It's brown.
Yes po, it's a brown eyes po. Okay po, correct po. Next po.
This is contact lens.
Yes
soft
po,
contact
that's
lens.
correct, Doc.
This is a phoropter head.
Yes po, correct po.
This is a case.
Time's up po. All good po, Doc. Thank you so much po for being so game po with our zoom in, zoom out game. And I hope you also enjoyed, Doc. And we're very excited po to hear very specific terms with our first item po na ating sagot po dun, Doc, is brown eyes po. Yes po, brown eyes po siya. But no worries po, Doc. All goods po with whatever the answer is. It was still correct. So thank you so much po, Doc, for playing with us tonight. So how did you enjoy the game, Doc?
Nice! More on clinical lang yung sagot ko.
Oo nga po. Pero no worries po, Doc, na very educational din po on our side. So, alright, so most of the items that we've shown in the game are, of course, items or concepts that you are very familiar with as an educator and optometrist. So, may I ask you, Doc, how you are now in your professional career?
As of now, I am very active as an educator and also as a national officer of the Integrated Philippine Association of Optometrists, the IPAO. I'm the Vice President of IPAO National Capital Region and the President of IPAO Quezon City Chapter. As an educator, I do lectures, trainings, always invited as speaker in the National Convention to talk about optometry, specialty program in optometry. And last week, I just arrived from Davao. So we have the IPAO Regional Conference in Mindanao. And my topic is about the role of optometries in Paralympic sports.
Wow.
So as a national classifier also of the Philippine Sports Commission, I educate the optometrists about the role of optometrists in Paralympic sports. So this is another specialization that we can do and help the Philippine Sports Commission and the national athletes, especially those who are visually impaired athletes. So the next conference will be in Cebu. So we're done with Luzon, we're done with Mindanao, then November will be in Visayas region. It will be in Cebu this November 21 and 22.
Alright, thank you so much po, Doc, for sharing your more details about your profession po and your field of specialization. Now, Doc, may I ask po, can you take us back to how you started teaching?
I started in 1994. I graduated in Central Escolarians in 1992. After passing the board, I worked in Perez Optical, Makati. Then I got a call from my former Dean Mariano M. Cañada Jr. and my former professor, Dr. Annalie Barrias. And they asked me if I can teach in Central Escolarian University. Then that was the start. Then I applied in CEU in 1994 and I got the job. Then from then on, I was so passionate about teaching. I've been an advisor, from class advisor to year level advisor to council advisor and clinician club advisor, enrollment advisor also. And my leadership skills, I owe it to Central Escolarian University.
Now po, Doc, aside from your teaching experiences, how do you practice your degree in optometry more pa po?
I used to have my own optical clinic in 2013. So I've been practicing for 7 years, also as a faculty. So I do it outside my faculty schedule. I was also a professional advisor or consultant of Johnson & Johnson AccuView in 2005 and a professional advisor also of one of the manufacturing company in the Philippines. So those experiences, being a consultant and practicing optometrist, helped me more as a faculty. So I can share the current trends and the actual experiences of an optometrist outside the academe or outside the institution.
Yes, I agree po, Doc. Coming from a student din po, it really helps po to learn from professionals po who really have on-site or actual experiences. Now, let me ask you po, what made you decide that you wanted to become a teacher and also an optometrist? Was there ever a moment of realization that, I really want to become a teacher or I also want to practice optometry?
I want to be a dentist. I want to take up dentistry. But due to financial situation that time, my mother told me, anak, masyado matagal, 6 years. So she advised me to take up optometry because her best friend was an optometrist. And during that time, the optometry course was only a 4-year course. And when I look at the brochure, Doctor of Optometry, I told my mom, I will enroll on this course because doctor din ang tawag eh, just like dentist. So that's why I took the Doctor of Optometry course. During my 4th year and 3rd year in college, I was always asked by my professors to help my classmates to be a student teacher. So there was during that time there's no peer facilitator yet. So my advisor will always told me, ConCon, turuan mo yung mga classmate mo. So the passion to teach was there. It started as a student teacher. So I helped my classmate to understand more the topics and the subjects that are being taught by my professors. And my professors also allowed me to check papers and also help them during the practical exam. So I will be the one to set up the materials and help my professor. So the teacher in me came out because of that, especially with Dr. Dixie Reyes, the daughter of the former Dean Abelino Reyes, and Dr. Venancio Lo. Those are my professors that really helped me to be what I am now.
Thank you so much for sharing that fun story po on your experience of how you realized you wanted to be a teacher. So, student pa lang pala kayo, Doc. Gusto nyo na po maging, may mga experiences na po kayo to teach and also to lead others. Thank you so much po. I'm just very curious, what is the difference between Dr. Anda in school, in CEU, inside the clinic, inside the classroom, compared to the Dr. Anda at home with her children, her family?
So as a mom, since most of the time I'm in the office or in the school, so if I have the time, I make sure to bond with my kids. So our bonding moment is before the pandemic is we watch movies. No? We go to the mall, we dine out or we lunch out and watch movies. Then during the pandemic, we watch series of movies, no? Game of Thrones, that is their favorite, so I'm watching it also. My kids love to watch movies. That's our bonding time. If I have a international or local seminar, if I am the speaker, I always bring my kids with me. So if I travel, my kids travel with me also. As long as they don't have classes, I'll bring them with me. So that will be our bonding also. That's me, you know. I'm busy as a mom and busy at work.
That's very wonderful, Doc. Now, on to our next question, Doc. What's the most valuable lesson you've learned over the years in your chosen profession?
Optometry is a profession that if you love the profession will love you also. Optometry is a profession that you can change the life of your patient. I do outreach in other areas for free, no? I'm not charging anything and helping the community, giving service delivery, no? I want as much as possible to help others through the prescription, through the glasses, or whatever form of service that we can give to the community. Public health optometry is something that optometrists must do. I always tell my class that as a professional optometrist, they have to give back to their community, to the society. And that is our philosophy, science and virtue. That is CEU twin philosophy. And also all the values that Central Escolarian University have given to us. It's not only in papers, it's not only in document. You must have an output, you must do it, no? You must experience it and share whatever resources that you have, whether it's time, services, or be compassionate, be kind. That's the most important thing.
That was so inspiring po, Doc. No? It's really so important for us to give back to our community, especially if we know that we are equipped to do so. Kahit po time lang yan or anything, knowledge, and also for, as an optometrist, it would really mean a lot po, especially for our country. Now, I'm very curious din po, Doc, if you have any touching or the most inspiring memory or experience when you were outside or really in the community, immersing yourself outside the campus. Can you share with us po some stories or a memory?
Yes, there are so many stories during the outreach. The farthest that I went to is Tolosa Leyte. It's my personal outreach. No? I met a patient who is 16 years old, and when I checked the patient, the visual acuity was really beyond the 2200. I asked the patient if she have a pair of glasses, and she told me that they are so poor, it's her first time to have an eye checkup. When I check the patient have a grade of -6 and -5 on the other eye. And when I started checking the patient, it put the lenses on in front of her eyes, and she was crying.
Naiyak din po. Oh, that's so inspiring.
Yeah, she was crying.
Naiyak din po.
Sorry,
Oh,
I get emotional. Because it's her first to see clearly 16 years of her life. And there are so many experiences other than that.
Oh, no worries po, Doc. Thank you so much po for sharing that inspiring story. It really touched a lot of hearts, and it's sure indeed, I'm sure po na what you do is appreciated by a lot of people, and that your profession is of utmost essential po dito sa ating society. And we thank you so much po, Doc, for your dedication and passion po, not just to teach, but to really reach out to others po outside the institution in our communities po. So thank you so much for that po, Doc. Now, before we proceed to the second part of our interview, we'll be playing another picture game so we could put your expertise to a test, Doc. This time, I'm going to flash a series of pictures showing some of the most common eye problems. Game po ba, Doc? Try not to blink with this one, Dr. Anda. For our first item, here is the picture, Doc.
Okay, that's a case of myopia or nearsighted.
Correct.
And meaning that the patient have clear vision at near, but at far, blur yung nakikita niya. So, kailangan niya ng glasses or prescription para yung yung blurring at far ma-address nung glasses.
For our next, that's correct. Doc, thank you so much for sharing that info about nearsightedness or myopia. For our next item, let's see.
This is hyperopia or farsighted, meaning malinaw siya sa malayo, malabo siya sa malapit. So, kailangan din niya ng prescription glasses for this.
For our third item, let's see.
This is astigmatism. Malalaman mo pag astigmatism, look at the lights, no? Yung mga lights nagkakaroon ng mga lines, no? Those are aberration, no? Ang tawag namin doon aberration. So, pag may astigmatism yung pasyente is there's no blurring of vision, and also there's shadow or parang may diplopia, parang doble ang tingin niya. So, the image is not that sharp and clear. So, kailangan niya ng astigmatic lenses or prescription para ma-address yung kanyang condition.
Thank you so much for that info once again, Doc Anda. Now, for our next item.
This is a case of cataract. So, if the patient have cataract, yung crystalline lens niya, nagiging opaque, kaya nagkakaroon ng cloudy, no? Not blurring of vision, pero cloudy vision. So, yung mga puti-puti na yan, na mga circles, yan yung nakikita ng patient, no? Lalo na kung pa-mature na yung kanyang cataract.
Now, for our last item.
The patient have glaucoma, no? So, pag ganito, the visual field, no, is nalilimit. Either nagkakaroon ng central vision, like in this case, or peripheral vision, no? Ang glaucoma kasi is one of the leading cause of blindness. Nag-i-increase yung intraocular pressure sa mata, so parang high blood. Parang high blood siya ng mata, no? Kung ang high blood, tumataas ang blood pressure mo. Sa glaucoma naman, tumataas yung intraocular pressure sa loob ng mata. So, that's the worst thing that can happen, no? Magkaroon ng scotoma or malimit yung visual field ng pasyente or mabulag.
Alright po, Doc. Thank you so much po. And as expected, you got 5 out of 5 of all the questions. Of course, that's coming from Dr. Anda. So, palakpakan po natin ating sarili, Doc. from what I gathered, optometrists can identify various eye conditions. But for those of us who do not know or have much knowledge about the profession, how can you explain to us in the most simple way po itong optometry as a profession?
Optometry as a profession started in the country in 1928, no, in Central Luzon University. But there are other colleges before that na hindi naman kumbaga hindi siya nagtagal. Ang CEU talaga ang almost 95 years we have this optometry course. So, how can you differentiate optometrists from ophthalmologists, no? Ang optometrist is a person who is qualified under the law by the Professional Regulation Commission and under the Republic Act 8050 who can practice the optometry profession. So, yung optometrist is a person, a graduate of Doctor of Optometry in any school in the country. Pero yung optometry, it's a profession where as an optometrist, we can check the eyes, we can identify diseases or conditions of the or problem of the eye, and we can refer it to the ophthalmologist. What we do as an optometrist is we prescribe glasses, contact lenses, and also low vision aids, and also we do vision training for patient na duleng. No, pwede nating i-align yung mga mata ng mga duleng doing the vision training. Yung mga lazy eye or amblyopia, pwede rin natin matulungan doing the vision training. Giving prescription glasses and also contact lens. Natutulungan natin yung mga may error of refraction like yung myopia, hyperopia, and astigmatism, and presbyopia. So, more on vision ang optometrist. More on sight and vision. Pagdating sa ocular disorder or diseases, ophthalmologist yun.
Alright. Of course, Doc, to become an optometrist, you have to study Doctor of Optometry, just as you mentioned. Now, can you share with us for the important things about the program?
Doctor of Optometry before is a 4-year curriculum. In 1998, the President approved the new optometry law, which is the Republic Act 8050. So the new optometry law created the 6-year curriculum. So now, optometry course is a 6-year curriculum. Doctor of Optometry, ang tawag sa graduate. And this curriculum is patterned to US curriculum. That's why our graduate, when they pass the board and they have their experience, they can work outside the country, and they are recognized, especially in Asia. If they want to work in US, Canada, Australia, or other Western country, is they have to study again in that particular country, and they have to take the state board. And once they pass the state board, they can practice Doctor of Optometry, whether it's in US, Canada, or Australia. If they will not pass the state board, they can be ophthalmic dispenser. It's another category, another certification, but they can still work abroad. Meron tayong mga graduates, no, na nakapasa na sa Canada, nakapasa sa Australia and US, and now they have their own optical clinic in those countries.
That was such a huge thing for our program here in the Philippines, no? Especially to become globally competitive as well. So now this is something that I'm very curious about. What does it feel like, not just to be a part, but to lead the first and only optometry school in Central Luzon?
When the appointment came last June 1, 2022, I was surprised, and I was grateful that the institution, Central Luzon University, especially our academic council and my dean Elena Borromeo of the School of Optometry, have that trust on me, no, to be able to lead the CEU Malolos Optometry Department and promote the profession also in Central Luzon, Region 3. So we are the only optometry school in Region 3 or Central Luzon, and it's high time to have an eye center and a clinic in CEU Malolos, an optometry clinic in which we can help also and serve the community, whether it's a CEU campus community or outside the school, the Bulacan Malolos community, or other communities which we can serve. No, I have this vision that someday Central University Malolos will be like a Harvard School of Medicine, where you cater not only to the patient based education, but also to the whole public. You know, it will be an Ivy League school, you know? And it a learning and top clinic or top eye center in Central Luzon, where our student can learn, can practice, and do training at the same time with actual patient. It's different when you get actual patient rather than bringing patient in a clinic. That's different. Optometry Malolos will be one of the home of world top-notchers. So, grateful ako. And thankful sa Central University for giving me the chance. And I hope lang na magawa ko yung trabaho with the help of the institution, with the help of our academic council and Vice President Anastasio, and of course my dean, no? Ang mentor ko, si Dean Elena Borromeo. Sobrang galing. Sobrang galing ni Ma'am Borromeo. Talagang inspired kami sa kanya. Lahat kami, all faculty ng optometry inspired sa kanya.
Yes, indeed po. And truly, blessings po sa inyong endeavors, Dr. Anda. And thank you so much for sharing that passionate vision for our CEU Malolos Optometry program. With that po, you've mentioned a while ago that you are very much inspired by your mentor, our Dean of Optometry, Dr. Elena Borromeo. And with that po, I'm very curious to know kung gaano po ba kataas ang kalibre ng ating mga profesor sa CEU School of Optometry.
We have 7 permanent faculty. All have masteral degree, Master of Arts in Teaching, and also Master of Science in Optometry Education. Proud to say that we have 4 faculty members who are national classifiers, trained by IBSA. IBSA is International Blind Sports Association. We had our training last May 2021 and we passed the exam also to be a national classifier. So I myself is a national classifier. We have Dr. Maria Cecilia Lintagyu also as a national classifier, Dr. Roger Soriano, and Dr. Romeo Valdez. Talagang malaki yung dream ni Ma'am Borromeo na ang mga faculty niya is specialized in a certain specialty program na meron ang optometry.
Now, for our last question during this wonderful night, I would like to ask you po, Dr. Anda, how did becoming a teacher or an optometrist change your life?
It has a big impact in my family, personal, academic career, and professional career. Being a faculty and at the same time an active officer of the national organization, I am lucky that I can do both as an educator and as a professional optometrist. It really helped me grow as a person and as a teacher and as a mother also for my family. Again, the work at hand is very huge, but to be able to manage and come up with activity or output results that will have an impact not only on my life but on the life of the people that I am working with. That is something. Professionally and as personal achievement, CEU have given it to me, and also IPAO, our national organization. So I'm lucky that I can do this.
I would just like to say this to you din po, Dr. Anda, now that I've met you and really conversed with you all throughout the night, that your passion, your profession is indeed a great blessing to this world, to this country, and of course to this institution po. So thank you so much po for your existence and for continuing the fire po. And I'm sure it is passed down to all optometry students and even Escolarians as they watch. What I really learned tonight is that we have to be grateful for the gift of sight. Because one single day that we can see the beauty of the sky, the ray of sunlight, and even the beautiful smiles of people, you know, that's really the wonders of our lives. So thank you so much po for making us realize that even more, for making us embrace that fact po, and you are indeed a blessing po once again. So thank you so much po, Dr. Anda.
Thank you for having me here.
Yes po, we are so blessed po. This has been an informative and inspiring yet fun episode, and that's thanks to you, Dr. Anda. I appreciate that you were very much enthusiastic during our picture games, and I hope that you've enjoyed this episode as much as I did. It is my hope that you continue to grow in this profession that you're deeply passionate about. So thank you so much, Doc.
Thank you.
Bye-bye po.
Bye.
And that's a wrap. Do you have someone in mind that you want to be featured in our show? You can comment their name and what topic you want us to discuss with them, and we'll surely get on that. Itutuloy natin ang kwentuhan with Dr. Anda sa ating podcast episode on Spotify next week. So be sure to check that out. See you in our next episode, Escolarians! Again, I am Pam, and this is CEU Friday Features.